Hello students, today I am going to present Introduction of Social Studies Part 2, that is Geography. So today we are going to study chapter number 8, that is Climate of India. In this chapter we are going to study about the different climatic conditions. So India climate of a country plays a vital role in shaping its economy and diversity. Due to its mass extent, India experiences a variety of climate, from a hot and humid equatorial climate to a cold and dry tundra climate. All the places of North and Central India experience a continental type of climate. The coastal areas of India experience equitable type of climate as variations in the range of the temperature is very low. However, the climate of India was described as monsoon type due to Indian location in tropical regions. Most of the rain is caused by monsoon winds. Good monsoons in India is main adequate rain and good harvest. So we can say that India has a tropical monsoon type of climate. Now we are going to study about the factors that influence the climate of India. Number 1 is latitude. Number 2 altitude. Number 3 distance from the sea. Number 4 winds. So we are going to study about the latitudes. As India is located roughly between in 8 degree 4th north minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north latitudes, it gives India a tropical and subtropical climate. The climate is hot depending on the distance from the equator. For example, if we compare temperatures of Salem, that is in Tamil Nadu, and Ladakh in December, we find they range from approximately 30 degrees Celsius in Salem to minus 2 degrees Celsius to minus 14 degrees Celsius in Ladakh. This shows that places closer to equator are hotter than places further away from the equator. Now we will talk about altitude. Altitude is the height of a place from the sea level. The higher we go, the lower is the temperature. For every 1000 meter that we move upwards, the temperature drops by 6 degrees Celsius. This explains the variation in temperature at hill station as compared to the plains. Students, now we are going to talk about the distance from the sea. Sea has a moderating effect on the temperature of the places close to it. The water takes longer to heat up in the summer and longer to cool down in winters. In comparison with land, so the places near the sea have the moderate climate throughout the year. That is neither too hot nor too cold, and those far away from the sea experience extreme climate. Now we will talk about winds. See, atmospheric pressure also influences the climate of a place. When hot air rises, a low pressure area is created, cool. Cool air from the high pressure areas blow towards the area of a low pressure and causes the area to be cooled. Winds that blow from northeast are cold and dry winds. They make the reason they blow over cooler and drier. For example, Kerala experience less variation in temperature than that of Delhi. Now we will discuss about the seasons of India. Basically, India has a tropical monsoon climate which include 4 seasons: winter, summer, monsoon and retreating monsoon. That you can see in the season cycle. So we can talk about the winter season. Winter season starts in mid-November and ends in mid-March. The temperature in northern part of a country are far lower than the southern part. January and February are the coldest months. North India also experience some amount of winter rainfall which is caused by cyclonic storms known as western disturbance. and which originates in Mediterranean Sea. Okay, now they bring rain to the northern plains and widespread snowfall in the northern mountains, with temperature dipping below 0 degree Celsius. Now we will study about the summer season in India. Summer season begins in March and continues till June end. The temperatures start rising all over India and reach up to 40 degrees Celsius, and in the desert region it may go up to 50 degrees Celsius. Summer is characterized by hot and dry weather. During summer seasons, local hot winds called Lu blow over the northern plains. Around the end of the summer season and before the arrival of the monsoon season, pre monsoon showers are experienced in many parts of the country, which was known by their different names. For example, Kal Besakhi in West Bengal and mango showers in Kerala. Now we are going to study about the monsoons, that is also known as rainy seasons. The monsoon season in India begins in June and continues till the end of September. During this time, the northern part of India is extremely hot, thus, a low pressure zone is created over this region. The peninsular region is comparatively cool during this time, thus, the region has high pressure. We know that winds blow from high pressure to low pressure areas. The winds blowing from Indian Ocean towards the land carry moisture. Since these winds blow from the southwest direction, they are called the southwest monsoon winds or the advancing monsoons. A good monsoon is good for the Indian economy as it helps in a rich harvest that adequately provides for all and has surplus for exports. Now we will talk about the autumn season, that is also known as retreating monsoon. The season of retreating monsoon or withdrawal of the monsoon winds begins in mid-September and continues up to mid-November. During this time, the sun moves away from the Tropic of Cancer to the equator, resulting in cooling down of the mainland. The seas, however, remain warm. Now the cold winds from the northern mountain blow from the northeast direction towards the high pressure seas. It is during the retreating monsoons that Tamil Nadu receives the maximum rainfall. Also, the low pressure over the Bay of Bengal causes cyclones to develop, which causes loss of life and property along the eastern coast of India. Now we will discuss about the distribution of rainfall with the help of map given in your book. The average annual rainfall of India is 120 centimeter. With the help of this map, we are going to study about the different regions having different amount of rainfall. For example, Rajasthan gets little or no rainfall while Eastern India receives very heavy rainfall. The western slope of the Western Ghats, Western coastal plains and some northeastern states receives very heavy rainfall. These regions receive more than 200 centimeter of rainfall. Some other states like Meghalaya receives the maximum rainfall in the world. Now other parts like northern plains, Himalayan regions, parts of Western Ghats and eastern coast and some northeastern states receives heavy rainfall. These regions receive rainfall between 100 to 200 centimeter. Like moderate rainfall is received in Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, northern Punjab, Gujarat, eastern Rajasthan and Deccan Plateau. Amount of rainfall received in these regions is between 50 to 100 centimeter. Regions that receive scanty rainfall are the Thar Desert, Rann of Kutch, Ladakh, northern parts of Himachal Pradesh and Haryana. Amount of rainfall received in these regions is less than 50 centimeter. So thank you students. Hope you all have enjoyed the lesson. God bless you all. Stay safe and do your studies well.